nothing was as effective as by the time we actually focused on the buyer's journey and leaned in hard to make all of our efforts support that.
Where we started to get the most traction was when we started obviously operating in these more narrow verticals. And it was because, as you described, you start to understand what's happening on the other side of the table. And then you can start to anticipate. One of the examples that I talk about a lot is at the time in New York, it was like when WeWork was red hot and everybody that had commercial office space wanted to create the next WeWork. We actually started working with like a verticalized phone vendor in that channel that could connect us to other companies that were starting to build out these centers. We solved their problem because they needed to connect to the network. They didn't do infrastructure, right? They didn't do all this other stuff and they didn't do support. They just relied on the center's IT team to do that. The problem is the nature of this business was not like a heavily staffed company. You start to like really understand what's happening. Like, what are the DNA of these companies? How are they structured? And then why can't they solve their own problems?